Feels so good, don't you? Yeah. Sounds so good, I mean.
Big shout to the King, Frank White.
R.I.P. forever, Biggie Smalls.
D-Block.
Let's go, Pete.
You should act like you ain't live that life. Act like see me on the concrete, I'm slicking in black ice. You don't want to touch me, just like a crack pipe. Maybe a dope needle. Motherfucker told you to go evil. I leave you over there. I know the value of a roll of tissue, bag of chips, soda, and a loaf of bread. I'm still reminiscing. 45s in the denim, cause I know the snakes got a lot of venom in them. That's a fact, not a premonition. Used to deal with boys, little nigga. This the men edition. Looking at the clock like when. Cause I feel it in the air like wind. Or is the air that thin? Or is the bullet like a song? I can hear that spin. Must be something in the air or something going around. Cause I feel so sick, like something's holding me down. Fucking with these clowns when it ain't no circus out. Hit your block when it ain't no workers out. Murk niggas, then I'm murking out. And I can't feel, inhale, exhale a purple out. And if you square, what you circle about? Cause every crew got killers, but why don't you pull a few Urkels out? I'm talking wild shit, but I'm high right. A lot of y'all is fly, but you just can't fly right.
What's up, baby? I heard you say wow.
Oh, one of the singers from One Direction has died.
Oh, didn't even know. I mean, I ain't trying to be insensitive. I know you're not either, but I don't know who that is. I mean, rest in peace,
like
whoever
a
it
boy
is.
Band.
Oh, okay. Yeah, rest in peace, whoever. Liam Payne, former One Direction member, dead at 31. Yeah, I don't know who he is, but rest in peace. I ain't trying to make fun of him.
My idol, and I'm shocked. I don't believe this is happening.
Oh, he's
Joining us now.
They were interviewing people in Argentina. Is he American or what is he?
I think he's British, but like he was in Argentina and fell off of his balcony.
I thought he was sick or something.
No, was drunk and fell off of his balcony and died.
Oh, that drinking.
Whoops.
That drinking. Oh, so he was a dope fiend then already. He was on drugs. Oh, okay. I've heard of them. I ain't never heard their
Harry
music.
Styles was in that band.
Oh, he went solo, didn't he?
Yeah, and he became very popular. The others did not.
One of the reasons I know who Harry Styles is because like whenever you type like Styles P music, like sometimes Harry Styles will come up. So, well, I have heard of that person though before too. So, but I didn't know all this was like a boy band. So that's too bad though. When that goes to show you though, sometimes when like young people enter that world, that entertainment world, like life's moving fast. You're probably having all kinds of stuff thrown at you, you know. So, like, that's what you gotta have. You gotta have super discipline and boundaries and all that,
and also,
which is tough, but you gotta be able to.
When you're in a band like that,
right.
Boy band, whatever, you break up, one becomes super famous.
For sure.
The rest of you don't. That's got to be like
for sure.
upsetting.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Damn. Yeah, he was only 31 years old.
You know who he looks like?
Who?
Tucker from Big Brother.
Oh, okay. Damn, dude was only 31.
Right.
Yeah, that's nuts. Because no matter what, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, kids ain't supposed to be burying their parents. I know that. I mean, parents ain't supposed to be burying their kids.
Right.
You know, I think most parents would tell you that they would rather go before their kids do. What? Oh, it's a language barrier. That's what it was.
No,
But they were saying there were language barrier issues when Trump was speaking on Univision.
Understand them, like, just like anyone with an accent.
Right.
You know, because he's old.
Plus, he's half dumb, too.
No, they asked her to say something nice about Harris. That was the question. That he
Oh,
was
good
saying.
question.
I can't.
That's crazy. And he can't read the room. That's another way of them saying, like, hey, let's try to, you know, is there something good about her? Because if she would have been there, they would probably ask her the same thing, and I bet you she would have found something to say.
Right.
Just for answering the question. Just, you know. But yeah. But she's got even more of my respect for going into that lion's den, that Fox Bull stuff. Because he was getting after her, and she got right back at him. She was not letting dude talk over her. She was telling him, like, I'm going to finish my thought. You asked me a question, I'm answering it. Like, you know,
right.
I like that. She was like, you're not going to, this isn't, you're the man, I'm the woman, you're going to talk me down until I stop talking, and then.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's what he was trying to do.
Oh, yeah. He came in
She wasn't
hot.
having it. He came in boiling hot.
If somebody were to ask me, can you say something nice about Trump? I would say, sure, he has good dance moves. Because everybody knows he doesn't. Like, right. I would try to make a joke out of it,
right.
But, like, be lighthearted about it.
That'd be a good ass.
He has a good tan. He's got a good head of hair. You know,
he's good at avoiding being assassinated. How about that? He's good at dodging them bullets.
Yeah. He's good at dodging, but ooh, that would have been a good one.
Yep. So, rando question. So for y'all that got like different kind of pets, so we got 2 dogs and 1 cat, and I think overall they're getting along.
Sometimes it's a little chaotic.
Chewy is about to get his balls clipped. I think Michelle can enlighten y'all on that a little more.
2 weeks, snip. I told them how he's like, you know.
So you called? Oh, I'm sorry, baby.
Yeah, I called the vet. And I was like he'll be laying on his stomach and he's like humping the floor. You know, or like humping the air, like it's just like, and I said, and like the older pug is like, dude, like I can't breathe. So I said, like the only time Charlie is safe is when Charlie is laying down, because he won't do it when Charlie's laying.
Right, exactly.
So, but as soon as he stands up, he's like, on him. So she's like, oh, this should take care of that.
Oh, so they do, that will stop, it will make it stop?
Because they like they don't have that.
Oh,
that
like
urge.
all the little testosterone, like.
Yeah,
or
like
whatever.
They don't have that urge to.
I'm loving that because like we had to put a gate up. We put a gate up.
Yeah, I told her that too. I said, like, right now, like, we're separating them. And I'm like, and honestly, I've never seen such a thing.
Right.
Like, so extreme, where it's, like, all the time.
Right. So, yeah, so for y'all,
like,
I got I'm sorry, baby.
Oh, I was about to say, like, who knew Charlie was so sexy? Right? With the bad breath and all.
Charlie P. Murphy. Oh, he's got his own FB page, too.
Yeah, I haven't updated it lately.
Yeah. So Chewy's getting fixed. What is it, November 9th?
7th.
November 7th. Clip. I ain't gonna lie, though. They look weird when they don't have their nuts. Because, like, Charlie, our other pug, he's been fixed. So it is weird.
Yeah. But the other stuff is still there and dangles,
for sure.
So. But, yeah.
And we don't have to worry about him, like, Chewy getting any other dog pregnant or nothing.
Yeah, and just like how he's starting to lift his leg on stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, he peed on my leg.
Yeah, y'all, that's crazy. I know people are like, what?
I was on the phone and I'm like, why is my ankle so hot all of a sudden? And I look down, he's running away, and my pant leg was all wet.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And I was like, did you seriously just pee on me? Like, what happened? Why?
It's NFL Week 7 too, y'all.
Ooh, I have to put in a team now.
Team, yeah. We got to look at the teams.
Okay.
And,
you look and tell me who to pick.
Okay. It's one of those weeks where a lot of the games could go either way, so.
Oh, I hate those.
That's why, but I found a team that we can both take.
This is our last week to
lose.
Yeah,
and to buy back in.
Yeah, and to buy back in, yeah.
Yeah.
So this time around it'll be $35 next week if we lose.
Ouch. That pod's
the
damn
last
near
one.
4,000 or something now, I think. Or I know it's well over 3,000.
Wasn't it almost 5 last year?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And the leader of our league has not lost a game. Shrek.
Huh. No, it's funny.
Right.
That's Miles Davis in the background too, y'all. Kind of Blue. That's the name of the song. Yeah. Sipping coffee. Listening.
Yeah, I'm just going to finish a little bit more of my coffee and then brush my teeth and I'm
then we'll get
basically
going.
ready.
Yeah. So yeah, everyone enjoy
I bought this new skirt. Do you like it?
I do like it, baby. It looks nice.
It's very colorful.
Mm-hmm. You look pretty.
It's tight. It's slimming.
With your Nina Simone coffee cup. Love it.
Oh, except I can't go over the dog gate with it.
Right.
But it's like this. Knitted.
So I think,
relaxing.
Yeah, it is relaxing.
I like to relax before like the hecticness of work.
For sure. You got anything you want to say to the people, baby, before we get out of here? Michelle will be always having some nice little, it's late in the week, y'all.
Yeah, like
go vote. That's my last thing. Go vote. Go register to vote. I'm done.
Well, the deadline to register online was yesterday.
And last thing, North Carolina early voting is today. Go get it.
In Wisconsin, October 16th was the last day to register online. So now, if you aren't registered, I believe you can register the day you vote on Election Day.
Okay.
Or your early voting.
Michelle's hitting y'all with this information for those that care.
There's one more sleep to the weekend. Thank God.
I know. You said that last night. You're like, it's almost.
Right. It just feels like it's like the third Thursday of the week.
This week felt like 2 weeks.
Ugh. I made bread last night. It's a large loaf. And it's supposed to be really nice here, like for the next 5 days.
Like what, 60s, 70s?
60s and low 70s. So we'll get a little bit more of Indian summer.
Some of that sun on our skin.
Yeah. Hopefully get in a nice walk. This weekend I'd like to. So here's my ending. So take your vitamins and your supplements.
For real.
Drink lots of water. You're supposed to drink half your weight in ounces. So do the math. For some of us, that's a lot of water. And be kind to others. Do something good for a stranger.
For real.
Give someone a compliment. Even if
don't cost nothing to give someone a compliment.
Even if it's somebody you don't know, or even better, someone you don't like, give them a compliment.
Because in reality, that's about you.
One, it makes you feel good, like I said
Exactly.
something nice.
Exactly.
And it didn't even hurt.
Right.
And then to the other person, it makes them feel good, because usually when people are in a bad mood, or they're just like rude, or some people are just rotten people, it's because they have self-esteem issues.
Oh, no doubt about it. That's a them problem.
So, like, sometimes I'll tell somebody, like, oh, that's a nice blouse, or oh, pretty dress, even though I can't stand that person. But it's a genuine compliment. Like, I really like that dress.
For sure.
I'm going to tell them that.
I don't like you, but I like that.
Yeah. You have a shitty attitude, but that's a cute dress.
Kill them with kindness.
Yes. That's how I was just raised.
For sure.
What else? Get some fresh air.
Definitely. Check in on your people.
Yep. That's a segue to tell your family you love them.
Yeah, because Michelle was hollering at my mom. What was it? The other night, I fell asleep, and they were talking about some stuff. So.
Yeah. I love the moms.
Yep. Love on your family.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, that's the most important thing. You know what I mean?
Yep. Give your pet a hug.
Mm-hmm.
And be blessed.
Sounds good to me.
That's all I got.
And
that's all my positivity all out at once. So the rest of the day is downhill from here.
All right, y'all. Peace, and thanks for listening. And Kamala, you're here in Milwaukee. Come and holler at us. Peace. I'm going to let the little Miles Davis play for a minute, y'all. While you're driving or you're chilling or whatever. Coffee time.
Yes.
Morning, baby.
Morning.
Cheers.
Oh, cheers.
Kamala's here chilling at the Fister. I bet you she's up watching the news.
Yeah.
She's gonna be here. Well, she got here last night actually, and then she's gonna be. So she's here now, and then she's gonna be in La Crosse and Green Bay later.
Yeah, she is just ripping and running, isn't she?
Yep. And I think she did real good on that interview on Fox too. She was stern. I liked how she didn't let that interviewer jump all over her, say what he wanted to say, and then not give her a chance to respond to it. You know what I mean? I liked how she was like, no, like, because like Fox just spits out a narrative, and she says all this stuff, and she was able to come on there and, you know, kind of say it out of her mouth.
Yeah.
And, you know, dispel all the bullshit. And I like how she was getting out what she wanted to say.
Yeah.
You know?
I like that too.
Because he was just trying to say stuff. Like, he came out the gate talking about the border. He didn't talk about the economy or nothing. He was just all talking about the border. And that's why I say, in true reality, don't nobody care about the border. Because if they did, you know how many, like we talk about how many undocumented people are here working and stuff like that now? If they really...
And like that lady said on Abby Phillip last night, you know, like if you deport 20 million people, you know, that's going to affect the economy and the workforce.
Exactly. It just is.
Like, because it's not 20 million people not working.
Exactly. All right, y'all. We're just going to have our coffee and watch the news. And, get myself showered and then take the dog out. And we'll holler at everyone later.
But you have to let me finish.
You
please.
had the White House and the House and the Senate,
I'm
and
in
they
the
didn't bring
middle
up
of
that bill.
responding to the point you're raising,
Okay.
and I'd like to finish.
Her opponent, Donald Trump, also trying to win over undecided voters. He spoke to Latino voters during a Univision town hall.
I love how she stood up to dude and didn't let him try to dominate and control her. Because what happens is, you know, when you go on some bullshit station like Fox, where it's just, you know what I mean? It would have been easy for like when he was trying to like talk over her and not let her words be heard, it would have been easy for her to just back down and like let him finish talking. But then what's the point? Like, your comments and your thoughts never get heard. You need what you're saying to be heard. So I like that, how she was like, no, hold up, I'm not done talking. I'm answering your question. Yeah, but he came out trying to hammer her ass, and she flipped it right around on his punk ass. Whoever that dude interviewing her was on Fox, the dude was a clown. Straight up clown. That's the thing with some white people. They do not have the ability, or, I mean, everyone has the ability, but they don't want to tap into it. When I say they don't have the ability to, like, put themselves in someone else's shoes, or, like, they don't, like, you know what I mean? Because a lot of them just have never struggled, had to go through strife, just anything. A lot of them have never heard the word no. You know what I mean? So they're just so oblivious to stuff, like, because they're just in their own world, like, for real, like, a decent amount of them. They're just so immersed in their own world and what they got going on and stuff. It's just like, yeah, they'll be having their heads in the clouds for no reason, acting like their shit don't stink. But I'm really looking forward for Kamala to win this. We are under 3 weeks. Kamala's going to be in Milwaukee today. Actually, she got here last night. And then she'll be in Milwaukee today. She'll be in La Crosse today, and also Green Bay. So she's in Wisconsin getting busy. Three rallies. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Let's listen up to what CNN's talking about real quick. But good morning, y'all. It's week 7 and the NFL kicks off today. Yep.
Trump, as well as, trying to even pivot away from, look, this isn't a race about Joe Biden. This is, I will not be a continuation of Joe Biden's presidency. She did at the very end manage to get in some of the...
Just go warm this coffee up. I'm going to just play CNN just for like about a minute, y'all.
Those sorts of things, referencing her policy plans that she has on her website. But, if you're going into this not inclined to like Kamala Harris, you're probably not going to come out of this with your mind completely changed. But, will be a race of margin. So if she picks up, 100 voters in Michigan, that is a win for the campaign.
Right. I mean, this is a game of inches. As we have continually talked about. Let's talk about the Trump town hall briefly. That clip that we showed of Trump talking about migrants coming into the country, he was asked by the voter there about his mass deportation plans, as well as if, in fact, all of these migrants were deported, what would happen to the price of food in the country, as so many of them...
Let's see what actor Jeff Bridges is saying about Trump's punk ass.
Taxes.
Let's see.
This is about. That's what I see when I look at Trump's rallies. That's when I see the lies spewing at these people and people going, I got to believe in something. And he said he'd bring my manufacturing job back, and she didn't, and I'm all in. But at the end of the day, aside from, I don't want to pay taxes, it's race. It's race. This is about the Republican Party, or a wing of it, going, this is our last chance to save the party. And if we don't, it's the end of the Republican Party. And the only way they can do that was to tap the race button and say, go ahead, it's okay. And he did, and they did. And that was the only card they had left to play, and they played it. And they aren't going to go quietly. And that's why you look at the cowardice of the 15 or so Republicans in the Senate who are still quiet. And I'm not talking about Bob Corker and Jeff Flake and who's the other one that went out the back door. Yeah. That's not courage. That's not courage. That's making sure you've got a job somewhere after politics. Courage is standing up and being a true patriot like we used to have way back in 1776 and all of that. We need to. Who are the heroes going to be? Is it going to be the Daniel Ellsberg Pentagon Papers guy? Who's the guy at the Justice Department that's going to go, here, Washington Post, here's the unredacted, go. I'm waiting for that guy.
We're all waiting for that guy.
We need people like that. And to look at Congress with all their politics going, well, if I do this, I can't do that. You're all worthless to me right now. You are all...
That's some real talk. That's what if y'all have been paying attention, that's what I've been saying. Michelle and I said it too when I called into the radio station the other day. This race, this presidential race, is about race. It's about race. It just is. I don't care what anybody thinks or says, or it is. That's what everything adds up to. Because you wouldn't be seeing some of the, like before, like there's always been, race has always played part of politics and presidential races, but it was a little more like discreet, or like kind of, they tried to kind of keep it undercover, you know, or they'd have the code word. I mean, they still have the code words or the dog whistle words and stuff, but it seemed like it was a little more like, you know, underneath, or you had to kind of be able to read between the lines, or you had to really be paying attention to hear it. But now, the racism now is just blatant. It's just blatant. It's like Trump and his people are at this point, they're like, well, fuck it. We're just going for the white adult male or the white adult female that doesn't give a shit about us saying racial stuff or being disrespectful or whatever. Like, they're just like, whatever. Just throw all the red meat out here now. Fuck it. If it sticks, it sticks. That's what they're just going, you know what I mean? Whoever likes it, cool. Whoever don't, whatever, too. And they're just going for it and seeing how many people like that bullshit-ass rhetoric. That's what they're doing. That's what they're doing. You don't ever hear them talking about policy or nothing. No matter how how much we don't like their policies, like, or if you're a Trumper, no, it doesn't matter how much you like their policy. Like, he's not speaking of any. He ain't speaking of any, and if he does, it's no more than a couple of minutes, and then he starts talking about something else or somebody else, or how something was wrong, like how he was done wrong, or like, you know what I mean? But this shit's gonna all be, well, I should take that back. The election part of this will be over in what do we got? 19 days. Damn. Oh, that's nothing. That's nothing, y'all. 19 days is going to go so fast. 19 days is going to seem like 10. Y'all hear all the sirens and stuff? Yo, it's 4:15 in the morning. Yep, it's Thursday. NFL Week 7 is about to kick back off. And shout out Chelsea for winning Big Brother 26. Yep. Shout out Big Brother 26. Yeah, but Kamala's here in Milwaukee. I think she's over at the Pfister. I think that's what they said last night on the news. Yeah. So, that's crazy. Y'all hear that? That's the ambulance. That's crazy. Well, there's actually 2 of them, I think. Yeah. But like I said, yeah, man, they're going to protect and keep this downtown east side area safe and secure. You know what I'm saying, as much as possible. Because if you pay attention, if you notice, almost every time in the morning when I'm recording or doing episodes, whether it's, just me or whether it's Michelle and I talking in the morning, sitting here having our coffee or whatever, you notice, like, a lot of times you end up hearing a siren. Whether it's, like I said, whether it's an ambulance, a police, a fire truck. Yeah. Because they're protecting this downtown. But we'll see what happens. Yeah, I'm just sitting here, y'all, chilling. Got the coffee going. I'm so excited. We're getting late in the week here. Got the NFL. Got the little NFL. NBA, my bad. NBA, draft coming up this Saturday. Michelle and I are getting in my brother's NBA fantasy thing. So our draft is Saturday. We're going to do it online. So that's going to be cool. I'm looking forward to that. And keep y'all updated on that. Yeah, that runs throughout the whole season. You know what I'm saying? So, looking forward to that. You start like a point guard, shooting guard, power forward, /4, center, you know what I'm saying? And then you get a utility. So you do that, and then you get 4 games per week, you know what I'm saying? And then you get a person at each position. So you just do that, and then you just boom, and then, it's just by total points or whatever. And just roll that out through the season. Yeah, that's fun. That's going to be fun. So we'll see what pick I have, and so that's taking place Saturday. And then, but I'll quit rambling. I just wanted to say good morning, everyone. Kamala's in town, though. Yep, she's going to be in Milwaukee, Green Bay, and La Crosse today. So I don't know, whenever, you end up listening to this, it'll probably be like tomorrow or Saturday or something like that, whenever you're listening. But we appreciate, anyone that's listening, and spread the word on our podcast and our episodes. We have tons of episodes. You know what I mean? We have we got to be getting close to 300 episodes now, that I've published and stuff like that. I know we got to be getting close. Got to be getting close to that 300, but So, spread the word. If you like an episode, or if you like, you know what I'm saying, or, help spread the word. Tell a friend, tell a family member, tell a coworker or something. Hey, I've been listening to this podcast. Check this episode out. Or, share it. Share it on your page or whatever. Share, you know what I mean? Help us out. Because I figure, people are listening. There's no doubt people are listening to our podcast. So we're doing something okay. So, like I said, we don't have any sponsors and stuff like that. So, we're pretty much going off word of mouth. So help spread the word. You know what I'm saying? Cold World Podcast with DVJ and Michelle out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin here. And Kamala Harris's people come and holler at us. Y'all are in town. Yep. Give us a holler. You know what I'm saying? And back to the episode, y'all. And thanks for listening. You know what I'm thinking about doing? I'm thinking about just combining this episode with yesterday's, because I put out an episode, I think it was like yesterday evening or yesterday afternoon, and I'm noticing there were only a few downloads. So, because I noticed a lot of people like to go back and listen to old episodes. That's cool as hell. I love that. You know what I mean? Because then it makes you feel like, dang, okay, well, people went back and listened to that. Because there's certain episodes that we work on and like that we're really proud of, or that were really important to us or whatever. And you know what I mean? So when people are like checking those out, it's nice. You know what I mean? So, and we all have an opinion. And I think I would like to see more black and brown podcasters. Because there's definitely room for us in here. Even, sometimes you can get, lost in the sauce, because there's thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of podcasts. Right? Like it's a straight up rat race out here on the podcast scene. And, let's just face it, the majority of podcasts, no matter what the genre or what the topic is still going to be majority white. You know what I mean? So it's like sometimes it can be, I'm not going to say difficult, but sometimes it can be a little challenging, getting, people to notice your stuff, I guess, sometimes. Because let's just face it, most people that are, whether it's Spotify, whatever you check podcasts out on, the majority of people that are listening to, are white people. And that's not a shot, y'all. You're like, that ain't a shot. And if you think it is, then it's whatever, but it's not a shot. I'm saying most white people control most spaces. Whether it's ill-intended or not, they just do. They're the majority in a lot of spaces, which means they have the numbers they're going to control. Like, you know what I mean? It's going to be mostly their stuff, content and all that. And I'm not saying that is bad. I'm not saying a fishing podcast is bad. I'm not saying a sports podcast, brewer podcast is bad. I'm not saying an outdoor Wisconsin type podcast is bad. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that as a black and brown person, because there's less of us podcasts. So, you know what I'm saying? So, obviously, just basically, we're going to be harder to find. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? So, it ends up just being a little bit more tougher, but I don't care about that because I'm doing this for a different reason. I'm not doing this to, like, I don't check to see, like, if our podcast is trending or see what's where, like, you know what I mean? I check the stats maybe a couple times a week just to see who's listening, you know, because to be honest with you, I get real interested in seeing, like, who's listening from outside the country. You know what I mean? Because like I was saying, we got people from Austria, Africa, Canada. We got people listening from all over the place. Singapore. Here, let me tell y'all. And this ain't on nothing about no bragging, because, I mean, I could never brag about this stuff. Like, in reality, our podcast isn't like jumping out the water, or like booming all hardcore or nothing like that. But we're doing solid. We're doing very solid for the low notoriety, no sponsorship. We're doing pretty decently. That can't be denied. Y'all haven't heard one damn sponsor on our podcast. Not one. So, like, no one's helping us out. We don't have family, like, giving us money or going on and, like, giving us downloads and all that stuff. And if you notice, we only got, like, 3 or 4 likes. Because I know people do that, too. Podcasters, I know, I'm not saying everyone, I'm saying, but I know that I bet you that some podcasters, they'll be having their family and friends going, like, hey, go on here and download these episodes and blah, blah, blah. I don't do that shit. We don't do that. All our numbers are real and legit. We're closing in on 3,300 downloads, I believe it is. You know what I mean? Slow and steady. Because I'd rather my shit be authentic. Yep. 255 episodes we done published. Let me see the little. And we got, yeah, we're up 41% from this time last month. And just for this month so far, yeah, we got Austria, Canada, Finland, Latvia, Turkey, Canada, Sweden. Let's see where else. Wisconsin, Nebraska, Illinois, Virginia, Cali. Yeah, and shout out DC. Shout out DC. But I'm rambling now. I'm going to get some more coffee in me. And, yeah. So if you're going to be out and about, though, here in Wisconsin, if you're going to be in the downtown area, east side area, you know what I'm saying? Or if you're going to be in the La Crosse area or the Green Bay area, you know, just check for road closures or, you know, all that kind of stuff. Because Kamala is going to be here in our state today. So pack your patience and open your mind. And just, you know, try to remain teachable. I think that's one of our biggest problems in the world today now. We're not teachable. It's like people like have their view, their opinion on stuff or whatever, how they look at things, and that's it. You can't, you know what I mean? You can't, yeah. So, we're very stubborn as people. Very stubborn and selfish. And you see it playing out. You see a lot of people wanting to vote on like one issue. Or you hear people saying, oh, what's a candidate going to do for me? It don't work like that, y'all. You can't be that selfish. You can't find one fucking thing that the president is doing that is specifically for you, you think, and then that you're just going to run. You're going to vote for them specifically on that and just say, screw everybody else. Even if, like, there's something that you don't like about a candidate, but in reality, you have more in common with that person, and your people are voting for that person, in masses and for the majority. But here you are, you really don't want to, but you're like, I ain't doing that. Well, but they're doing stuff for the majority of the other people that are for that person. So why wouldn't you get on board with that and have like the teammate type of attitude instead of being like, oh, well, fuck that. I know the majority of my people are voting for that person and, you know, stuff like that. And although I really don't have a problem with this person, they're not black enough. They're not, you know, or they're not a man. Because that's a lot of that going on, too, that Kamala's having to deal with, is just the fact that she's a woman. And so, like, with that tough stuff, that's another reason why she's doing all these interviews. Because, like, in a way, she's trying to prove, and I'm not saying that's her goal. Like, she's thinking, I got to go prove. I'm saying, but in reality, that's what she's doing. It's like she's going around having to prove, like, that she can stand up and do the tough interviews and do this and this and that. A man president wouldn't have to do that. His toughness wouldn't be questioned. But just based on the fact that she's a woman, it's like that's another barrier, another thing that she has to fucking try to walk over and stomp over and deal with. You know what I mean? But I think she did a wonderful job. I think she took that Fox host to task. I think she got the better of it, and she stood on shit. I like that she wasn't allowing him to dominate and control the conversation and stuff like that. I like that. That was some leader qualities. But, like, people need to get off of that. Oh, she ain't tough enough. When do world leaders physically fight each other? So when it comes to being tough, like, that's not a thing. Like, you're not boxing. Leaders don't, like, they're not having boxing matches and seeing who, you know. So they talk. They work out deals. They have other people to do things. So it's not like our world leaders are fighting. It's like, oh, we got to have somebody super tough up there. Like, yeah, they don't physically fight. So that tough shit shouldn't even be a thing. But I'm going to get out of here. Shout out Kamala Harris. Shout out, you know what I'm saying, people that are voting for Kamala. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to get out of here.
I promise they'll never take me alive. Walk in the beam and dealer, take me a 5. Walk in the gun range, take me a 9. Walk in the dope spot, take me a dime. Walk in the bookie spot, take me a line. You hopping off the jet in Japan. Fuck Vapor, Cashmere Scully on top of the mean shaper. You ain't gonna be happy till they put that yellow tape up. I ain't gonna be happy till my niggas shoot the wake up. Couple niggas caked up, a couple niggas are starved, y'all. Couple niggas shot and a couple niggas is carved, y'all. Come to your hustle, you either small or you large, y'all. Know we about that paper, you know it's the black mob, y'all. Kill him and leave his jury on him. We consider it too smart to hold a conversation with the illiterate. That'll put the team in jeopardy. You know we got the bricks with the cut, that's so separately. 3,500 about a Rashard Hennessy. Feeling heavenly, blowing God gifts in Beverly Hills, blowing bags on Rodeo, fuck all my enemies. Fuck around and bust off this gun, cause muscle memory. Life is consequences, repercussions or penalties. I can give you the game, just come to the assembly. No matter what, just know they can never destroy the energy. For now, live life and just enjoy the amenities. You can make it happen for you, or watch it happen for them. Why you think niggas is packed to the pen? Niggas don't know how to act in the fence. Couple of bands on them, cross us, couple of feet, couple of hands on them. Locks.
So check this out. This is pretty interesting video. This is and don't mind the noise. I got a fan going in the back with like that air purifier thing. And then just got CNN on in the background on this Thursday morning. But no, I got this video. If y'all would be cool listening to it. It's pretty interesting. So these are these two old white men, right? Two old white voters. And so they're being talked to. They're in a diner, right? And it's in Georgia, in Brantley County. B as in boy, R-A-N as in Nancy, T-L-E-Y County. And they're saying that, like, this is a super conservative town or area or whatever, Georgia, I guess. So it says 2 old men in a diner in conservative Brantley County, Georgia, say they will not vote for Trump. Nice. Let's see what they're talking about. Wait, let me turn the news down. Yeah, J.D. Vance. Oh, shout out North Carolina. Begins early voting today. Shout out North Carolina. Y'all begin y'all early voting today. Y'all get it done. Vote Kamala Harris. Vote Kamala Harris. This J.D. Vance is on here just lying. Just lying. Saying that Trump didn't lose the election and all that shit now. And just, yeah. See what I'm saying? They're just going for it. They're like, fuck it. Half the country wants to hear this, half doesn't. We're just going for it, and we just hope. That's how they're looking at it. They're just throwing all red meat. They're the racist stuff, the sexist stuff. They're just going for it, and they're like, fuck it. Because they know some people want to hear that bullshit. Even though it's bullshit, they know some people want to hear it. That's why they're doing it. There's like there's just no kind of... Even from when I was back, even back when I was a kid and I was younger and all that, and I just, obviously I wasn't in tuned into politics and stuff like that, but I knew the basics and I knew all the characters and who was doing what was running, and it just, even though like Republicans, even though like I've always been against Republicans, like I've known my whole life, just even before I really started getting involved or started trying to understand stuff, I knew I was more Democrat about myself. So I've been paying attention. It's just like, it's never been like this. It's never been like this. Like you would know in your mind, or just like off of what people are saying, kind of how they're running, you'd be like, oh, that candidate's probably racist, or they probably this, or whatever. Now it's just like, there's no denying Trump's a racist. It seems like the conversation ends up being like, on what level? Or like when and where he said the racist stuff. Because he's definitely saying it. Even if you're a Trump supporter and you like, there's no denying. Like it's out there, all the shit he says. But yeah, like, and that's a legit question, like. But like I was saying, the black people that are voting for Trump, they're all butthurt and getting all bent out of shape and feeling offended. Like when Obama and other black people asked him, like, but that's all he was doing basically, was asking them, like, dog, why are y'all doing this? Why are you over here doing this? It's not like it would have even been, like, it would have still been like, dang, you ain't voting for the black dude, though? Like, he's talking about helping you more. And he's talking about, like, even if it would have been a white candidate, because like we said, there's always been black people that have voted Republican. That's always been a thing. But with this Republican nominee, it's more important to not vote for him because of the blatant racial stuff, because of the stuff he wants to do, because of the stuff he wants to take away, because of all the authority he wants to give police. You know what I mean? Like, come on, y'all. People are more worried about their property taxes going down than the safety and security of this country. We're just we're very selfish when it comes to voting nowadays. Like, everyone wants to vote on, they're looking and trying to find something specifically, like, that she's going to do for them specifically. It don't work like that. She's being president for every fucking body. You know what I'm saying? And like we've been saying, and I'm going to keep saying it, and I'm going to stand firm on it, because I truly, truly, truly believe that. No black candidate, I mean, they can if they want to, but I think it'd be political suicide. For, like, Kamala is not, even though she wants to, and you notice, like, she's a little more free talking about stuff, especially when it comes to our issues, when it gets brought up by the the person interviewing her or whatever or whatnot and stuff like that. Because a black candidate that's running for president or any like higher office, they can't get out there. Like Kamala can't be like, I'm about to get out here and create this program for poor black people. I'm going to get out here and I'm going to look into releasing black people from prisons, that, I feel have done enough time. I feel that, don't have violent offenses. I'm going to start releasing some black people. I'm going to expunge black people's records that don't have violent offenses, just stuff. If she, I'm going to, whatever. I'm going to help black people be able to get involved in the marijuana business. I'm going to make it so, I'm going to, do my best to help make it so black people don't get racially profiled. Like if she were coming out and literally labeling it, that'll run white people off. That'll run the white people, even the ones that we call the good white people, that'll run some of them off. Because they'll be like, wait, hold up. Okay, we were going to vote for you, but now you're talking. Because a lot of white people, even some like, what do you call liberal or Democrat or whatever, and obviously Republican white people, like, they feel like, if anyone starts talking about, like, black people specifically, and, like, where stuff is being created, and then, we're putting our name, I'm doing this for black people, they look at it like a handout. White people look at that as like a handout. They look at that as like welfare. When in reality, welfare was created for white people. Black people just started taking advantage of, started, reaping the benefits of it. But that was created for white people. There's more white people on welfare, too. Like, all those are numbers that are facts. Don't matter how you feel about it. You're like, oh, that's bullshit. No, it ain't. No, it's not. Those are the facts. Now, you just have to deal with them. You know what I mean? There are no alternative facts. Facts are facts. It just means that you don't like what the facts are, which you have a right to do, but it still makes them facts. Yeah. So, anyways, I'm going to getting back to this episode. I'm going to play this clip, though, but sorry, this is these two old white men. They're down here in Georgia, and one of the CNN reporters, she's asking them who they're going to vote for or whatnot, and let's just hear the conversation. It's a minute long.
Thank you. I have voted Republican, Yeah, I vote for the man. I don't vote for their party.
So what are your thoughts on the election?
What are my thoughts on what?
On the election.
Ain't much to think about it.
Well, who are you going to vote for?
The right person.
Well, who do you think the right person
I'm
is?
going to be Donald Trump.
Okay, tell me why.
Last time you saw him talking, did you watch his lips?
Uh-huh.
Were they moving?
Uh-huh.
He's lying. Did you watch his lips?
Uh-huh.
Were they moving?
Uh-huh.
He's lying.
All right, well, so Mr. Wilson here was telling us that January 6th was a big disqualifier for him.
It should have been.
How do you feel about that?
I feel about it like he's anti-American. He's trying to overthrow our government.
And so are you thinking about voting for Harris?
Yeah, I have to, or not vote. He's the only choice other than Trump. Yeah. If Corbett run, I vote for him.
So, you see what I'm saying? So, like, those are two white men right there that are saying they're voting for Kamala. Because they just, you know what I'm saying? So, and I assume, like, when I started watching the video, I'm like, they're all voting for Trump. But you see, those are two older white guys right there saying they ain't doing it. They're not voting for dude. And see, what Trump doesn't realize, he offends people. Every time he goes out and he says something, especially when he's talking about race, or he doesn't realize he's offending. Even if there's only a handful of people that are like, fuck that. What did dude just say? I'm good. I'm not fucking with him. If that keeps happening, them numbers start adding up. If he has, if he has even 5 people jump ship every day, the numbers start adding up. Because Kamala's not going to have a lot of people that are in her corner right now. She's not going to have a lot of them falling off or being like, oh, forget that, I'm not voting for her. But Trump, you're going to see some of that happening because he's constantly disrespecting people. Every day. No matter how little or a lot, he's literally disrespecting somebody every single day that he opens up his damn mouth. And whether you think it's cool, whether you don't think it's offensive, whether you know what I mean, someone else does. Someone else does. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, words do matter. Words matter. But yeah, but that tough stuff, like with the president, like we need to get off of that narrative. Because y'all, like, come on, y'all. The presidents and our world leaders, they don't fight each other, like physically. They don't throw down. You know what I mean? So it's like all that president needs to be tough. And even with that, she's been a prosecutor. She's basically been some form of law enforcement her whole career. You don't think that woman has been threatened? You don't think her life has been threatened just as a prosecutor, sending people to prison and jail and stuff? You know what I'm saying? You don't think that's a lot of them? I'd be willing to bet any DA, any district attorney, any like judge like has been threatened at least once by someone that they gave time to that didn't think, you know, or whatever, they thought they got sentenced too much time or whatever. You know what I mean? So like her skin is thick. She's been through all of this. So like people trying to say that she's not tough and all like that, that narrative like that don't even make sense. That can't make sense. And anyone that would say that about her, like her campaign should just be like have that like on standby, and just have that be anytime someone questions her toughness or all this, anything like that, they should just make sure she's saying, well, I've been a prosecutor, I've been sending people, you know, whatever. So, you know what I mean? All right, y'all, back to the episode.
On Central Time, the Vice President waking up there ahead of a campaign event today. Good morning, everyone. I'm Casey Hunt. It's wonderful to have you with us. With just 19 days until Election Day, more than 6 million ballots have already been cast. And this morning, early voting begins in the swing state of North Carolina. With time running out, Donald Trump and Kamala Harris each trying to find new ways to reach swing voters.
Let me be very clear. My presidency will not be a continuation of Joe Biden's presidency.
Come on, man. It's that shit right here, boy. Fuck you thought. Big Mike the ruler. Styles P.
Cocaine and heroin, handguns and vehicles, money to get fresh. Knew that I would see it, knew it. Robbery, anything to try to escape poverty. Blue BMs, but the guts look at mahogany. Down on the pavement for a down payment on property. Everything is trendy. Spinning downtown with this little chick who love to keep a 40 in the Fendi. Used to rap without an audience. Nigga think this, you can clap without an audience. Up in the hood, watch the school, you put your shorty in. Might be the one after pushing them, put the water in. So foul at, beer is a slight chance. Gun up in my night pants, weed in my Nike socks, running in my night shoes, money in my night box. Lose or you win, nigga, every time the dice stop. Even the 5 to 1s, a 50-50 chance. You ain't live this life, nigga, you ain't fit to dance with the devil in the ballroom. Niggas clear the mall, not with guns, but with money now. Nigga, we need more room. Look at the cars that the lawyers drive. We ain't catch no cases, my nigga, I bet we all survive. Now I'm trying to think on the pattern to keep us all alive. Cocksucking bitch ass niggas, one soul will die. One thing about my clique, my niggas all arrive. Yeah. Nigga.
But the only good thing about it is just horrible. I don't want nobody killing nobody. That's horrible. But the good thing, them 2 or 3 black folks that work with him, they can do whatever they want. Come late, they can do it.
Paul Mooney is talking about a black dude that was getting harassed by some white dudes at work. We don't promote violence. It's comedy, y'all.
Your job is still, he'll come back here when you want to. Your job is still. Why are you on there? If you get killed in an accident, your job is still there. Your job is still there. Oh my God, brother. They are trying to pick somebody to play Elizabeth Taylor. They can forget it. Ain't nobody pretty enough. Who's pretty enough to play Elizabeth Taylor? They're going to show their bitches old movies. And them white bitches up in Hollywood with all that fake shit, they can't play Liz. Liz wasn't fake. That was a pretty-ass white woman. And big
she was a pretty white woman.
I hope you got to say what you wanted to say about Donald Trump. There are a lot of things.
There's more to say. I have much more to say.
There are a lot of things that people want to learn about you and your policies,
yes.
And that's why
I invite everyone to go to KamalaHarris.com.
As for Donald Trump, he told voters last night.
That's all you got to do. Do your research. That's all you got to do.